City volunteers in Taipei host events to celebrate the auspicious 7th Lunar month. A former Tzu Chi scholarship recipient, now a teacher, incorporates humanistic culture into her lessons. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. To celebrate the auspicious 7th Lunar month, Tzu Chi volunteers have hosted multiple events in Taipei's Zhongzhen, Zhongshan, and Shiling districts. Besides serving vegetarian food, Tzu Chi volunteers also invited musical guests to perform. Let's join them there. Wang Zhongren, a cancer patient, leads 17 people in playing ukulele in this auspicious month activity.
You do good deeds, you serve, and you promote filial piety. These principles are very positive. For cancer patients like us, positive energy is the best treatment.
In this activity that promotes filial piety, Tzu Chi volunteers and performers also present music performances.
When I learned ukulele, my teacher said that he hopes this music will help people relax, relieve pressure, and prevent dementia.
At this event, every lunchbox is served with the volunteers' love.
I enjoy eating meat, therefore I thought, what is good about this vegetarian meal? However, after I tasted it, I thought it is surprisingly delicious.
For the event attendees, as long as they have pure minds, simple vegetarian food can be considered delicacy. In Taiwan, long-term care services for seniors has become a very important area. Tzu Chi Foundation has established community long-term care stations in 5 Jingsi halls. Today, we'll take you to see how a senior with dementia has improved her condition after joining Tzu Chi's class.
Seniors move from left to right. The steps might be simple, but it's a challenge for some of them to maintain the right direction. This class helped their body coordination by taking steps and passing the ball while simultaneously sitting on a yoga ball. Ms. Zhou holds her 78-year-old mother carefully because she has had dementia for more than 10 years. However, the family only discovered her symptoms 2 years ago.
I found that she has become less talkative about a year ago, and she wouldn't talk to anyone or make friends with others. All she did was wander around all afternoon before returning home.
The teacher always asks me to dance because she knows I'm good at it.
Seeing her mother's dementia worsen, Ms. Zhou took her to join the senior classes in Tzu Chi Shuanghe Jingsi Hall. After a year of training, her mother has made impressive progress and recovered gradually.
She enjoys coming here very much because all the volunteers are very kind to her. She's eager to go to the class every Wednesday, and she keeps on reminding me about it. I'm delighted to see her improvement.
The most crucial concern when we are designing the classes is to prevent these seniors from falling. Therefore, all of our courses focus on balance and muscle training.
Shuanghe Jingsi Hall provides complete service from physical training classes, health consultations, to free medical care by Tima doctors, ensuring the longevity and happiness of these seniors.
Tima has been conducting free clinics and medical home visits in Reifang, New Taipei City for years. This is all thanks to the local volunteers. Some of them went there for work, others are from miners' families. No matter what the relations are, they all have a very deep connection with the area.
This is the biggest one. This is the Reifang coal mine. My husband is Zhen Shixiong. He worked here at a time. I was raising 6 children and my mother-in-law. The whole family relied on him. He did not wear any clothing for charcoal. So when he came out, you wouldn't even be able to recognize it was him. You can only see 2 eyes left. He was covered head to toe in black charcoal. The conditions were really bad. I feel bad for him. However, realistically speaking, if he didn't go work in the pit, the whole family would not survive. If he goes, it's only one that might not survive.
I haven't even entered elementary school yet, and my father was diagnosed with cancer. In order to feed all 4 of us children, he had no choice but to go work at the mines. It was around 3rd or 4th grade when there was a serious mine incident. I was very nervous, because if the trolley brought up someone, then you would have to start to identify who it is. I would be looking to see if it was my father or not. It was a mixture of emotions between hope and despair. I finally saw my father, but then I also saw my classmate crying.
In Ruifang coal mines prime, as far as I know, the most people at that time was around 50,000 to 60,000 people. Nowadays, there are only about 20,000 people still remaining. That's about 2/3 reduction in population. This is because all the young people left the area to go work in other places, leaving behind all the elderly people.
因为我就是30多年前在这边工作之后，就变成瑞芳的女婿。
实际上是我们的故乡啊。
对这个土地有一份感情了。我是矿工的女儿，所以我对她的感情很深厚。我喜欢这里。
I'm confirming if all the information is correct. This is our medical home visit route. We have 6 people today. These are all the care recipients' files. Let's check if they are all correct or not.
Taking the team to go visit our care recipients.
Lin Zhenming is the first certified Tzu Chi commissioner of Ruifang. She is a must on the medical home visit route. It's a normal visit to come see her. She's always our first stop, her being Ruifang's first seed of love.
Actually, in the very beginning, he was in a really bad situation. He used to drink and smoke. Now, with our encouragement, he has finally quit smoking.
你几年厝？
几年厝？52啦。
52，只是偶尔会小喝一点。
小喝一点是用鼻胃管喝。
哦，那哦。
对。
因为甲你用心关怀吼。
叫伊莫食薰，莫啉酒啊，就是请查某啊。
他们的矿工宿舍，左边这2栋都是，还有右边这一栋都有我们的个案。
啊，你今年几岁啊
55。
55吼。
其实是18年次，他今年算90岁。
啊，你甲你娘会啊一个吼。
啊，无去到台北吼，无做啊。
没办法收。伊个骹就够力，你看伊个肌肉拢吼萎缩起啊，不散的嘛。
嘿，你唱只歌。安怎？
阿妈都说伊袂晓唱啊。
系啊，啊，不要唱，
一首接着一首。
你基本上你只要几来看好玩吼，你要转过来，会变着，嘿，啊来，然后，啊你基本上是讲花遮。
花遮。
炒呢，我互咱行，慢慢行，嘿安尼。
你有爱你妈妈无？真的吼。会。
毕竟我们志工。
After all, what volunteers can do are still limited. The best course of action would be for the family members to be on board and establish a loving relationship within the family dynamic. That would be the ultimate goal.
In our next report, we'll meet a student who studies at Erling High School's junior high division. Since his mother passed away due to cancer, he has been helping his father with household chores. He studies hard and is part of the school's unicycle club. From riding unicycles, he has learned that in life, you can always get right back up when you fall. The students practice diligently, building up their physical endurance. They're members of the award-winning early high school unicycle club.
有时候有些动作会卡很久。
Sometimes I get stuck on certain movements. However, as long as I continue practicing, I can master the move.
就可以把那个动作给学会。
Liu Jiahua, who's in the junior high school section, is an active member of the club.
When he first came, I did not have high hopes for him. Surprisingly, he did not give up on the sport. He improved despite setbacks.
We need support as we practice. He is always willing to support us.
He encourages us to practice more and to not worry about falling.
Jiahua encourages his peers and helps the club win competitions.
I'm very proud of him. He has learned what I cannot do.
In the past, whenever my mother felt under the weather, I would help cook for the family.
After Jiahua's mother passed away due to cancer, Jiahua's father was busy with work. Therefore, Jiahua took care of all the household chores.
Once during my visits, it was something past 5 o'clock, and he asked his father what he should cook. Then he showed his father the ingredients before cooking it.
Before my sister moved out to pursue her studies, we would always eat together as a family every day. That is an unforgettable memory. Back then, I did not think it was a big deal. Now, thinking back, that was really such a precious time together.
After Jiahua's mother passed away, there's one less family member. Jiahua now cherishes the memories of his family eating together at home. Jiahua said that he wants to become a nurse in the future.
Helping others makes me very happy. Therefore, I want to become a nurse.
Jiahua, who is considerate and kind, has set his life goal of becoming a nurse to help those in need. In 1995, Taiwan established its first online bookstore. In 2001, Uni President acquired a majority stake in the company. By 2009, this website has become the largest book distributor in Taiwan. The rise of these internet bookstores is threatening the survival of traditional booksellers. Let's see the report.
The counter on this website tells you how many people have connected to this web platform.
When the internet began, the way the media transmits information totally changed.
Ordering today and picking up goods tomorrow is the new method of shopping, with greater convenience and stronger logistics. In 1995, the first online bookstore in Taiwan began, and in 2001, Uni President took a major share of the company, providing it with distribution channels utilizing their convenience store. In 2009, Books.com TW became the biggest bookstore, posing a challenge to small, independent bookstores.
The Books website can offer 21% off new books, and every day they do another promotion offering 33% off. And there's other promotions during book fairs. Small bookstore purchase books at just 30% off, so if you are selling at a 21% discount, there is no profit left.
60% of the internet platform is dedicated to books, and 40% for other goods. It's Books.com TW, which also created an online reading platform, Okapi, 9 years ago.
We also want to introduce a new form of content marketing, utilize audio and video channels like YouTube to communicate with young readers.
In order to survive, the physical bookstores have to transform into multifunctional stores, which is an international trend. In 2012, Flavor Wire, a cultural and entertainment website in the United States, chose the 20 most beautiful bookstores in the world. Tzu Chi bookstore in Tokyo, Japan was one such selection. The predecessor of Tzu Chi bookstore was an audio and video rental store. In Japan, there are more than 1,400 franchise stores divided into two major systems. The chain, which features Chinese characters as the name, focuses on lifestyle topics, while Tzu Chi bookstore focuses on audiovisual content and books. They recently chose to enter the Taiwan market by combining coffee shops with their bookstores. The special design of the bookstore is to allow readers to dine while browsing for books. There are large tables available so that readers can enjoy reading even if they don't buy books.
For us, actually, we just want to provide better space for our guests to enjoy these books. If we don't provide a good environment, then we won't meet our original intention.
After some market adjustment, this bookstore is targeting 30 to 40-year-olds. It also introduces exquisite Japanese products, redefining the bookstore as a living area, as well as a place to enjoy coffee and relax.
It's the same in Japan. If you only run a bookstore, it may not be successful. The scale is also important as we offer integrated services in Japan, such as a combination of books and cafes.
For bookstores to survive, they need to be more than just a downstream distributor for publishers. Now they need to be a great space to study or read, who also provides books along with other things which they would like to sell.
Changing styles of the bookstores will affect the types of books offered, with literary books being replaced by those offering practical advice for everyday life. The battle for survival in the internet era is now rewriting the ecology for the book industry in Taiwan.
A Filipino elementary school teacher was able to complete her studies all thanks to Tzu Chi scholarship aid. Now she's able to pass on not just textbook knowledge, but also the humanistic culture that she has learned from Tzu Chi.
Junailen Alfonso teaches Filipino to her elementary students, but she doesn't want the children to only know words. In this class, through fables, allow children to understand the value of tolerance and having morals.
There should be a manner of tamang.
There was a teacher who once worked with her and had come to her for advice on a student's speech issues. She was very quick in adjusting her teaching methods, and she has a very good attitude.
Junailen understands the importance of teaching and learning by example from Tzu Chi's humanistic culture class. In the past, she was forced to drop out of high school due to her family's financial struggles. Fortunately, her mother has sought out the aid from Tzu Chi, and Junailen was chosen to be one of the scholarship recipients.
My family is very supportive of me. I wanted desperately to finish my education. One time I wanted to work on the side to help out the family, but my mother said no to my request. She wanted me to focus on my studies.
The scholarship came at a time in Junailen's life that changed everything for her. It brought her hope, and now she even has the ability to pay for her younger sister's tuition.
As a Tzu Chi scholarship recipient, I'm very grateful to the foundation. They make it possible for the students who are really interested in learning have the opportunity to pursue an education. They take away the financial burden for the families.
From student to teacher, we witness firsthand the power of education. Junailen will certainly continue to pass this spirit on to the next generation.
81-year-old father Zheng Fangming has been a good influence on his children. He served as a teacher for 41 years and always put his heart into instructing his students. After retirement, he has been committed in helping the underprivileged.
The brisk rhythm is being played by 81-year-old Zheng Fangming, who said that learning the erhu helped prepare him for retirement. In addition to playing the erhu, Zheng Fangming is also good at calligraphy. He served as a teacher for 41 years and received lots of awards and recognition. He says one needs to be an example to educate children.
Children are able to imitate very well. Whatever you do, they will also do. Children don't know they're doing the wrong thing, as you need to teach them and give them more praise and encouragement and less blame.
Leading by example is what he learned as a teacher. Zheng Fangming continues to study, and his children all achieved higher education and successful careers. His family photo shows them all with happy smiles.
His children are very successful, with some being doctors and others are teachers. Some are directors within city government. He has been a big help to the weak and underprivileged, as his whole family is very dedicated.
Everyone loves to do good things, and everyone does good things.
Zheng Fangming's modest statement represents his wonderful heart. During retirement, he wants to help local associations to help the needy. In fact, he has influenced many to do similar public service on behalf of the community.
In 2012, there was a Burmese refugee who headed to Malaysia to make a better living. Unfortunately, a year later, he lost strength in his limbs and couldn't afford to seek medical help. UNHCR referred this case to Tzu Chi volunteers who are helping the refugees seek medical attention. Being paralyzed from the waist down, Burmese refugee Ibrahim bin Anon has been relying on his roommate to care for him for the past 5 years.
I hope someone can help me go see a doctor. If I regain my health, I'll be able to eat and walk by myself.
I took him to a clinic once and the doctor said that a hospital health checkup would cost up to $800. We're poor people. How can we afford it?
In 2012, Ibrahim came to Malaysia to make a better living. A year later, he lost strength in his limbs and could not afford to seek medical help.
When he first came, he could still walk around. However, he said that he was beaten up by people in his hometown. After that, he started to slowly lose strength in his legs and eventually could no longer walk.
UNHCR referred this case to Tzu Chi volunteers who accompanied him to seek medical help at the hospital. It is difficult for refugees to seek medical attention. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers will continue to accompany Ibrahim as he undergoes medical treatment. July 18th is Mandela Day, a day when people around the world are encouraged to spend at least 67 minutes doing something positive for their communities. That is why employees from the South Africa Liaison Office went to Tzu Chi's Nehu recycling station to sort recyclables.
Cutting out a PET bottle may not be as easy as you imagined. There are many procedures to follow when recycling a plastic bottle. Representative Matabe from the Liaison Office of South Africa brought his colleagues to Tzu Chi recycling station in Nehu to do recycling on Mandela Day.
Let us follow what this foundation is doing and to saving humanity, because doing this is also promotion of human rights. Promotion of human rights is about protection of people.
We should put in efforts to decrease global warming, and Tzu Chi is by far doing the best job in environmental protection internationally. It's great that we get to experience doing recycling in daily life.
The blue one is colored, the purple one is black and white or ink.
Recycling paper is relatively easier after the 11-year-old girl memorized these tips. Ms. Chang, who came to the recycling station for the first time, was deeply inspired.
I wanted to stay indoors because the weather is too hot. However, I'm glad as I can because we need to help to protect the earth. I want to start doing recycling at home from now on.
Everyone was amazed when volunteers introduced how recycled PET bottles can be turned into reusable resources again. The experience has taught them how to protect the earth as well as to protect human beings, and this is the most meaningful way to honor Mandela Day.
Tzu Chi volunteers in both Kaohsiung and Tainan are promoting environmental protection concepts in their respective communities. One of the crucial ways of saving Mother Earth is adopting the vegetarian diet. We'll leave you with the images of these dedicated volunteers. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.